Hello, this is English 4, Unit number 12, Looking Ahead. Vocabulary. In this video, we're going to talk about suffixes and expressions that you can use to talk about your work. Objective. We're going to learn what a suffix is. We're going to change nouns and verbs into professions or jobs using suffixes. And finally, we're going to practice with some exercises. Do you know what a suffix is? If you don't know, you're going to learn it now. A suffix is a set of letters added after a base word. These base words can be nouns, verbs, or adjectives. And the purpose of the suffix is to create a new word. So let's check these ideas in the following picture. Remember, a suffix is a set of letters added after a base word. So in this case, the base word is journal, plus the suffix ist, we add it at the end, and we get a new word that is journalist. So as you can see, the suffix was added at the end of the word and changed its meaning. From journal, we get journalist. And we can add different suffixes. We can add er, ee, or, and, and ist. Let's check one by one. We can use the suffix er after a verb. For example, if you have the verb build plus er, you get builder, as you can see in the picture. It's a man that builds houses. If you have the verb drive plus er, you get driver. Notice here that we have double e, but we don't double the e. We just keep one e. So we get driver. So driver is the person who drives a car. And wait plus er, we get the job waiter. Is the person who serves meals in a restaurant. The suffix ee. Okay, so in this case we have the verb train plus ee, we get trainee. Trainee is the person who is trained. So we have trainer is the person who trains, and trainee is the person who is trained. Interview is the verb. We have the interviewer, that is the man who asks the questions, and the interviewee, that is the person who is interviewed or who answers the questions. Employ, we get employee. So an employee is a person hired to do a job in a company. Now the suffix or. Okay, so we get visit plus or, we get visitor, is the person who visits you in the house or at work. Educate, we get educator, that is a synonym of teacher. And instruct, we get instructor, is the person to show you how to do a thing. Like in the example, it can be a sport or any kind of exercise. The next one is and or and. Okay, so we can have assist, the verb plus and, we get assistant. Is the person who does a lot of things in an office. Apply, applicant, is the person who is looking for a job. Study, it changes to a student. Notice here in these two examples we deleted the y and then we add the ending. So here we have the word student. And finally, the suffix ist. We use ist with a noun, not a verb. In the previous examples, we were working with verbs. Art plus ist, we get artist, a person who likes to paint or create sculptures. Cycle, cyclist is the person who rides a bike. And guitar, guitarist, the person who plays the guitar. Now let's do some practice. Practice. Look at these jobs. Group them by their ending. Okay, so we have actor, assistant, doctor, journalist, musician, police officer, architect, consultant, electrician, letter carrier, nurse, receptionist, artist, dentist, firefighter, librarian, paramedic, and writer. So you have to classify these jobs in the different endings. So we have suffix er or, suffix and, suffix is, suffix en, and other. So let's check the words that come in each category. Suffix er or, we can have actor, doctor, firefighter, letter carrier, police officer, and writer. In the group of suffix and, we have assistant and also consultant. So consultant is a person who has the expertise and helps the company. The next group, suffix is artist, dentist, journalist, receptionist, and I added another one, and specialist. So you can be a computer specialist, for example, and work with computers. Suffix em, like electrician, librarian, and musician. So this is a new one that was not in the previous slide, but we can use also with nouns to create jobs from electricity, electrician, from library, librarian, and from music, musician. We use it with nouns. And others, for example, we have architect, nurse, and paramedic as in the picture. Extra work. Try to guess the job using the description. Okay? So, men and women that work for the government put their lives at risk. They rescue people from arson. What do you think is the profession? A firefighter, a stewardess, graphic designer? Women that travel from country to country by plane. And men or women with a lot of imagination that create different shapes and arts using computers. Okay? So for the last one, we're talking about a graphic designer. For number 2, women that travel from country to country by plane, we're talking about a stewardess. They are also known as flight attendant too. And men and women that work for the government put their lives at risk and they rescue people from arson. They are called firefighters. Let's check some work expressions. These expressions you can use at work or when you're talking about work. I have highlighted in red the expressions that you have to learn. For example, I am going to get a promotion next year. So it means that you are going to get a better post at work. If I achieve the goal, I can get a raise. Okay, so here we're talking about increasing your salary. I want to get hired for this job. It means that you want to sign the contract for that job. I need to find a job. It means that you are not working at the moment and you need to start working right away. She's looking for a job as a secretary. So looking for, it means buscar. So she's looking for a job. Está buscando un trabajo. And finally, I need to make money for my trip to Europe. Yeah, I need to make money. It's like you need to be well paid and you're going to save also the money for the trip that you are planning. Okay, so that's all for this lesson. Looking ahead, vocabulary. Remember to practice the suffixes to talk about jobs and professions. Thank you very much for your time and attention, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.